Welcome back. Today I will show you how to use Scikit-Learn to conduct a different analysis using a logistic regression model. And as you can see, most of the steps we already know about. We have done this before, and it illustrates how easy it is to now modify our analysis. So we load our standard data, which I have done up here up to line 17. We load our data, which would then create, of course, our bunch object. So you see now the bunch object appearing here. We specify our output referring to the target attribute of this bunch object. We then define our data matrix. We have done this before. You don't need the for at the end, it's anyway ignored. We can just run that. And then we split our sample using the train test split method. Again, we have discussed that before. So we get a 30-70% split. We standardize it, specifying our standard scalar, training and fitting it using the training data, then transforming the data based on what we learn in our training data set. Yeah, so that's fundamentally what we have obtained. And here you see the next line is again a standardization where we transform the test data, and of course the fitting is done most crucially in our training data. Yeah, so it uses the fitted data, which means actually here it obtains the mean and the standard deviation to transform the test data. That's important to note. Then I fit the regression model, and the thing is you just have to specify this line. Line 38 creates an object which is a logistic regression, which is a built-in object in Scikit-Learn. It has a whole bunch of attributes and methods attached to it, and once it's specified, Python knows what to do. The fit method simply uses the training data, which is of course standardized, and the training output and fits the model. And then I use what we have done before, a visualization, and that is it. Yeah, so that's it's actually quite straightforward to conduct this analysis. And to try different methods, you basically only have to modify a few lines of code. So that's the big benefit of using Scikit-Learn. Of course, we know the downside of it is a black box. So if you don't understand what is actually behind this method, it can be very, very dangerous and very misleading. Let me just run that and see how it works. So now we have all the fitting done, all the variables are defined. We get a nice output where you see separation occurs up to a certain level. We can separate certain cases better than others. So we have, in this case, a 3-way separation. We have here our 0 category, which is very well separated compared to all the others. There is a little bit of overlap between label 1 and label 2, so there are a few mistakes made. However, it's still a very decent separation given the data size. So that's an alternative methodology. I will talk about the methodology in more detail in our live session. So that's all for today's session. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.